Welcome back to Weems Motor Co. We are in the shop today with another episode of this jacked up chopper with this guy named Jack. Stick around. So we've said it over and over and over again. Jack has an amazing motorcycle. Vivian is in need of a heart transplant. Now, her heart hasn't stopped working.
You making fun of me?
Because Jack's heart almost stopped working literally like 2 days ago. If you don't know, this guy was in the hospital, like having issues, but he's here today and we're able to take his engine for his 1966 Triumph, and we're gonna break it down to the heart. Now, you guys were wanting to know on a couple video back, saying, what is a sludge trap? Can we see it? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take his motor, finally, and strip it all the way down to the sludge trap. We're gonna go to the heart of Vivian and check it out, and then we're gonna rebuild this into something amazing and super nice. Now, what's your plans with it? Because we're not doing a show bike, right?
No. I want to make something that's crusty that I can ride to Alabama for the vintage chopper show at Barber.
Oh, so we have a timeline.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh.
Yeah.
As if I don't have enough on my plate as it is. So
it came down to it, and this was while we were up at the Paradise Roadshow. Those of you that watch my videos.
If you don't follow him, make sure you jump over to Jack's channel. What is it? Bueller.1203. There you go.
Devin, with the gentleman with the iron head, Bobberfett, he does YouTube too. We came up with this brilliant idea in a, I don't know if it was a drunken stupor or if it was sleep deprived, but we're going to ride to Barber.
Cool. Maybe I'll jump on one of my bikes and ride with you guys.
Hey, love that.
Just to prove to him that these old Triumphs will make it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a power mechanic following me.
Hopefully you don't need a power mechanic to follow you. All right, well, that's in the future. We're waiving timelines and stuff like that. Today, we are gonna break down this engine and we are going to set up a clock and we're gonna put Jack to work. Now, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be a mentor, but I want Jack to be able to take that engine all the way down by himself. I'm providing all the tools and the knowledge and the experience, and I'm gonna let him break it down so that he actually sees what's on the inside of Vivian. You ready?
No, but let's do it anyway.
It's gonna happen, and you guys are gonna see the sludge trap. We don't know what it looks like.
No.
We've always wondered what that sludge trap looks like inside of this engine, and we're about to find out right now. So let's set up a clock and let's put this guy to work. It is 9:14 a.m. and we're gonna put Jack to work. You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, so the plan is we're gonna give you an hourly update. I'm gonna record Jack as he's working so you guys see how long it takes for. He knows how to work. He's not an amateur, but it's the first time he's broke down a Triumph engine. So show you guys basically how long an unexperienced mechanic will take to break down a Triumph engine. So 9:14, we're gonna get to work. Exactly 20 minutes in and Jack has the top end off. Right here, buddy. Boom, making it happen. Now we gotta pull these pistons off there. Before we do that, I'm gonna make sure we clean them up, mark them. I put them back into that cylinder because we are upgrading the cylinder on his bike. Woo! Going to a 750 big bore kit. I said, hey, if we're gonna go
wheelies.
Yeah, if we're gonna go this far down, we're gonna do all the proper upgrades for it. We're gonna make sure that this thing runs optimally, so when he does make this trip up to Birmingham, Alabama, we're not gonna have any problems, and he's gonna make that iron head Harley Davidson look bad.
Well, no, so that bike is rad, so I can't talk crap about the bike. But in any case, the one I'm worried about is Kiefer's bike.
Oh, that
XS650.
Yamaha SS50. Yeah.
It's got a 750 kit, and it was the fastest bike in Tennessee when we went.
Yeah, I helped you work on that one day, and that thing was a ripper. So yeah, I could see. But we're gonna take this track, we're gonna put it to the next level. Okay.
All right, cool.
All right. So 20 minutes in, top end off. Now we're gonna get those pistons off, and we're gonna get down, take the primary off next. Then we'll get over on the timing side, get the timing cover, get the gearbox out, blah, blah, blah. Let's get back to work.
Cool.
Go back to work. Here we are, an hour and a half into, and Jack's doing great things up top right there. Boom, making things happen. We got the top end off, we got all of the primary out, so we're moving over to the timing cover, timing side, kicker, gearbox, yada yada yada. Jack's just looking at his motorcycle motor and saying, what have I got myself into? And
no, I'm actually daydreaming. I'm like on the bike, wind in my hair, and feeling the power of this.
Me and Jack are like opposites. We may look a lot like the same, but I enjoy being in the shop working on motorcycles more than I do riding them. But you're saying you enjoy being out on the road riding them.
God. Knowing that I had my hands on it and it actually still works, and like just going, hearing the pipes sing behind you and just holding on to those bars and just going. That's where I'm at.
Hey, to each their own. We're both getting enjoyment out of this. So let's go ahead and get to work. We're an hour and a half in. You're doing great. I'm gonna say less than an hour. We're gonna have this thing down to the sludge trap. So let's just keep working.
Okay. Jesus. I'm sorry.
This guy. I told him, hey, hold this, make sure you keep pressure on it. And then he lets it go.
Pressure on
and then he lets it fling everywhere. And now we have a catastrophic failure on our floor, Jack.
No, so, see, what had happened was...
What had happened was what? You've never done that before?
I held the wrench. I didn't hold the part.
Oh.
I held pressure on the thing, but I didn't hold pressure on the part. And the part came up and slung out of my hand.
Well, all right. Our battery's getting low. I'm going to change the battery, clean this crap up, and let him get back to work. So, yeah, time to clean up. So we are just over our 2 hour and 6 minute mark-ish, and we have the gearbox out. Good job, Jack. Getting it done so quickly. Got the timing cover. Got to pull all the timing gears, cam gears, all that stuff out of there. So super easy. After that, we're ready to split some cases and get a crankshaft out, and it's going to move pretty quickly after that. One thing I've had to say, Jack, I feel like it's a surgery room in here. I'm like, scalpel, here's, usually the doctor's asking for the tools, but you don't know what tools you need. So I'm kind of the doctor in training, giving you everything you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm the guy cleaning them and putting them back in the toolbox every time too, so.
I asked, I was like, you want me to do that? And you're like, no.
No, just keep working. Just keep working. All right, well, time adjust and split these cases. That's what we're gonna do in this segment. You got it?
Yep.
You got it?
Probably not, but let's do it.
He's got it. He's got it. Let's do this. lighter, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, time to split these cases. All right, Mr. Jack, we have a set of split cases. Now, this motorist cycle is 1966, which makes it 58 years old. And we're fixing to find out what a motorcycle that is 58 years old, that's never had the sludge trap pulled out, we're gonna find out what that looks like. What do you think? Is it gonna be clogged? Is it gonna be clean? Is it gonna be somewhere in the middle? What do you think? You've been riding this bike, so you probably know better than any of us.
No clue.
He's clueless, people. He's clueless. All right, so we're gonna stop as we're putting this into the vise, getting ready to get inside that sludge trap. Gonna let you guys jump down in the comments. Here's your options. It's gonna be clean, it's gonna be clogged, or it's gonna be somewhere in the middle. So in the comments, leave that down there as we discover ourselves what 58 years of sludge inside a Triumph 650 engine from Vivian looks like.
I'll go get my gun.
I'm gonna get the crank. Good catch. Why didn't he catch the oil pan whenever it fell like that?
Well, I didn't want to sacrifice, Cody's shirt.
Let's get in the sludge trap. So that little punch mark right there, only one being on there lets me know that it has never been removed. That's the sludge trap plug. We're gonna heat this up, get it nice and hot, and then we're gonna back that out and we can look inside that tube to find out how much sludge is in there and see if your comment down below actually was correct. So it's a good identifier knowing that nobody's ever been this far down. Me and Jack have, all the way down to Vivian's heart. Right, Jack? Hey, we can only go up from here, buddy.
Blow up?
It won't blow up. I would say that that is probably about 3/4 filled with sludge. So it's a good thing we went down this far.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have gotten very much more on, and the longer that sludge sits in there, it kind of like hardens, and you don't want that stuff getting in your oil system. So we're gonna go ahead, dig that sludge out so that we can actually get the sludge trap out of there.
Okay.
All right, let's get to work.
Do it.
What are you thinking about that, Jack?
This is gross.
It's gross. How would you explain the texture to the people watching the video? How would you explain what that's like?
So, you ever been in the desert when it rains?
Yeah.
You know how like when that reddish clay, deserty.
Oh, and it just sticks to your boots and it like builds up. Yeah. That's
what this feels like.
Oh man. Okay. It's gross, but we got to get it all out of there so we can get that sludge trap out. So keep digging. Keep digging. So, not all of it is out of there, but we got enough that we can get our tool in there and pull that sludge trap out. I'm not worried about damaging it or reusing it. We can buy a new one and it's gonna be perfectly fine. But we gotta remove that bolt out of the top of the crank first, get our tool in there and rip it out. You ready to do this, Jack?
Let's rip it.
Let's rip it. Pretty plugged up, pretty good. You want to taste it? Like a lollipop. Nothing like Sludge.
Grease from 1966.
Yeah, this stuff has been around forever. So, that, my friends, is a sludge trap, and this is why you should take your motor all the way down to the sludge trap. 58 years of gunk built up inside Vivian, but it's not gonna go back that way. It's gonna go back immaculately. We are stoked to get it down this far. You that happy?
I'm stoked.
He's stoked too. It's like, yay! It's just about building engines, but hey, you guys got to see the whole process all the way down to the sludge trap. So with that, we're gonna wrap the video up. The next step in this process, Jack will have all of these parts cleaned, and we will be ready to reassemble Vivian and rise her from the surgeon's table that we've laid her down on. So then you could go get your knees in the breeze and your hair waving all over the place. What you want to do, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's how we're going to wrap up the video today. Thank you for hanging out. If you are new around here, jump down and hit that subscribe button. If you really like the video, hit that thumbs up, turn those notifications on, and let everyone know what's going on
At Weems Motor Co.
He knows it. Peace!